if we met each other face to face, those people that throw shade, they would never say that to you in person. They'll never say it to your show. At the show, they'll dap you up. They're so excited. But behind our screens, we can say whatever we want to each other. And the hobbies or industries at this interesting stage where we know logically that we need each other, but we shit on each other behind the camera. And I'm curious, I mean, you get this on a bigger scale. Do you have any, words of wisdom, advice, how you deal with it? There's so many content creators in the space now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a game of compassion and empathy. Like, I don't think you fight fire with fire when someone's throwing negativity. Like, it doesn't work for me. Like, when people are like, Gary this and Gary that, I'm like, really, I try to take a step back and be like, what's going on? Like, a couple things. One, a lot of people that throw shade, hate, troll, whatever one wants to use it, they're actually hurting. They're like in a bad place. They're worried. They're scared. Maybe they spent too much money on something and it's gone down. And so they're in a bad place. And thus that quick endorphin hit of tearing somebody else down gives them a little solace for a little minute. And to be honest with you, this is a very wild thing. I'm kind of okay with being a target for that individual if it gives them a short-term relief from their pain. I'm not kidding. I think for other people, they just don't see the world in a way that I think could be beneficial for them, which is everything's very short-term and scarce. There's only so much money. There's only so much time that if they could get fortunate enough to see, like, play this out long and realize nobody's winning is coming out of your winning. It's on you, that I think they can get into a better place. So I think there's two groups in there. One, genuinely hurting. Maybe their mom just got diagnosed with cancer and they're mad and like think about it. You think about life. You get a phone call and your mom's sick, and then now you're shook, and maybe your cards have gone down 20% this week, and you open up your Instagram and somebody's like flexing, like with like LeBron, and you're like, like, fuck you, like it's gonna happen. And so, for me, I'm not gonna do the flex and try to. That's just not my style. But I'm definitely always happy and positive, and sometimes that's triggering, right? If you're not in a good place. Plus, people don't know. I mean, one of the things that made NFTs attractive to me was the transparency of the blockchain. You know this, Goldberg. Like, that was really tough for me in cards where people are like, he's pumping and dumping. I'm like, dude, I haven't sold shit. Fuck. Like, what? Like, and you really don't know how to like really handle it. Like, because what are you gonna prove it? Like, it just becomes like a really tough game. And like, I'm so happy with how many people I brought into the hobby. Like, go look at the fucking family tree. It's
it's timely, right? We're talking today's morning walk was an or, it was or versus and, right? And what you said about the national, about people being afraid and the whole deal, I was thinking of going in a different way. Andrew goes into, hey, content, you name it. It's the same thing, right? Just because one person's winning doesn't mean everybody else is losing, right? There's multiple wins to be had here by folks who don't have to tear each other down. And what's funny is you sat out national last time around, but you didn't sit it out. People were still talking about it because during national you bought a CryptoPunk, like 7-figure CryptoPunk during national, and that's another example of and versus or, right? 100%. And physical digital, right?
And what people don't know is, blowout cards, no fish. You could tell everybody. Xander had the national still. Like, we just had it at home. Like I bought more cards from the hobby during the week of the national than 99% of people probably have.